Electors can't sit in chairs. Nobody on cabinet is really supposed to.
And Vika, reminder that like state electors can't sit in chairs, right?
Wait, what?
The electors can't sit in chairs, right? Can the electors sit in chairs? Like, are we supposed
It says
to
it's
be
connected.
They're standing. Wait,
We're already gonna go over.
And where should I start going to my place now? My own. There's like 30 people in my reaction.
We're actually even though we're done with everything.
Yeah, that's good.
Huh? Yeah.
Also,
No, I'm not.
oh, that's part of it.
Oh, okay. But like that looks hella weird, right?
No, it's fine.
No, my mom isn't complaining about it. She's like, I can see like. No, I don't know. It's like, look like the 1800s, bougie looking ass. Hello.
I'm just looking out for you. Also, we shut the curtains for like live streaming bestest, and then like you can control like the lights and shit up there. Also, I remember last year one day my dad where he opened it for like major effects. Like, welcome to Fall One Day.
Okay, I don't. That's okay. You know what? Our speeches are gonna blow them.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
just
did.
did it. How? Can you want to go practice another time?
I'm gonna. Yeah, actually, wait. But I was gonna say something you forgot. Oh, Isha has to do the makeup. Ish! Isha! We're gonna done.
Wait. Yeah, they're twins. Oh, Trevor and Kate. That makes so much sense, but I never noticed that.
How does this work?
I don't know, Director of Technology, figure this out. I would be zero help here. I'm gonna go run it. You have my number, right?
Maybe. Possibly.
Oh my god. Why is it so big? Oh yeah, because guy pockets can fit big phones. Yeah, I'm in here. Okay, if you ever need me, just call me.
Okay. Eh.
Yeah. Nebraska. Nebraska. I would say like I think there's secrets of that. I don't know
Eh. Half an hour ago. Trying to set up a live stream. I think it's up, but like my face is the thumbnail. And that's not really desired.
Oh god. Wait, what's the video?
We're gonna live stream the opening ceremony.
Okay.
It's just like, this is what pops up. Hello.
No, I'm gonna stand back here so they don't yell us anymore.
Now I can't do it.
Alright guys, we're going to be sending everybody in like 5 or 10 minutes, so just make sure that you're standing and you have your state signs held up high so people can see which state you are.
Avinash!
If your head elector's coming in, just find a place in the room and sit down. Better? 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 Check, mic check, mic check. 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 It's okay. If your head elector's coming in, find a place in the room to sit down. Actually, don't sit down. Stand up and hold your sign up high. Signs up high. High. I see your sign, Marilyn. High.
Yeah, we're trying to mock that. Yeah, Jack. Hello, hi, Dan, Karen. I have no idea where Wyoming's supposed to be right now. I think it's like the block for the summer school. For sure.
On the front of your paper, on the front of your state paper, it should say a number. That's how many people you should have in your state when people start filing in.
So I'm just completely wrong. It's crazy now. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, guys, let's get this done really quickly. So if everyone could just raise their state. Cool. All right. So I'm gonna call off the stage in alphabetical order, and I'm gonna give you anything Yeah. Okay, really quickly for those of you who we assigned to be head elected. Alright, for those of you who just assigned to be head elected today, how this is going to work is on your side you should be a number. That's how many electoral votes your state has. That's how many people you should have in your state. So as people file in, make sure that you have that number for your state. So when we call at the front, you're going to pass out your ballots, or you can pass it down as people come in, it's up to you. And then we're going to call time for you to actually collect the ballots. You're going to tally your votes, and then when you say so, you're going to line up behind the mic here, and you're going to report your votes. Okay? Are there any questions? Yeah. That's about voting. And it's just the people in, everybody else in the state. Oh yeah, keep in mind, the people are looking for your sign. So when you're coming in, you need to have your sign. I didn't have one in order, so it's usually your sign. Aside from that, all the people have their name on their name tag. As people look at it, make sure you see someone straying off your name on it, just pull it over. Alright, are there any more questions? No more questions. Alright. We're going to be filing people in the next minute.
Is that what you guys are? Yes.
Yo, I'm in green.
No, there's 3 upstairs. He's right above us. Oh, why your kids are killed. Right there. So. They're stopping. Some of them pre-registered. So I think some of them are. I doubt it. Yeah, what states are you guys?
They gave us.
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Oh yes, right here. Yeah.
I can't find it.
So we're taking like this back area of 14 people, so like anyone who's got
He put me back here.
oh, where's New Jersey? Hey guys, I told you the wrong place. We're here.
Thank you.
Good morning, NJR.
Oh my god, it's
All of you have your states on your name tags. Make sure you file in with your state.
Yeah, bro, let's go, Oregon. Yeah, Oregon.
Excellent. Oh, you're right. I haven't seen it ready. I think you should be here. Just watch out here. I mean, like, it's not mandatory here, but
More stairs, got the help. Oh, wait, we're on video. I've actually got it. Hi! You guys get that video? Yeah.
yeah, that I saw. That's great. does. Well, how many people do you have? I got one more than him. And you can say, I got one. I can know. Yeah, I know.
Here, set this up so you can enjoy it. You're gonna love it though. You're gonna love it.
I mean, I was over there. I'm too stupid. Christian,
Go to one of his no, we got
I have no money. Everyone there? No one's there. I mean, I'm we're in charge of the stuff that the state
How do you know Herschel? How do you know Ralph? How are you? Herschel, how do you know Ralph?
Oh, Washington, bro.
How do you know Ralph?
Ralph? I just know him from 16. No, I love you so much. Keep it. What state are you? What state are you? Yeah, really. What's Nebraska? Oh, not Nebraska. Shut up, you're Mexican. Yeah, well, I'm going to walk this way. What? Yes. Oh my God. I'm listening to say hello. United States of being. You don't see it all. You can ask them, stop. Come on, New Jersey. New Jersey. I don't know where New Jersey is. Wait, New Jersey? Yes. All right. Tennessee. Tell me about no way. Before you go, Here we go, say, it's still time for president.
Testing.
I knew he was coming. Are you speaking or just came for fun? You ever text
Over there?
Why?
You want to be over there?
It doesn't matter.
Everyone just looked like you were drunk to be me. They don't care. Yo, wait, dude.
No way you signed me up as
What?
only Jason.
Oh, fuck.
Wait, what is this?
It's
No way you signed me up as
Is somebody speaking?
He actually said signed up. It doesn't matter last one. He said actually it doesn't matter nothing. They don't do anything. It doesn't matter what kind of. It doesn't matter what kind of. No, he's flat. Right. It's like what? It's like 700. There's no paranoid in funny shit.
I'm not paranoid. I'm just like,
Straight, you the one who's like, yeah, we can go to bed. Yeah, I know. What the hell? I'm so dumb.
you were just like, yo, I want you to fucking speak to me right now. I'm like, damn, we're tired.
No, not that. You're talking about the ride. Why would you call me weak?
No,
You're not funny that way? Bro, I'd be sitting there just like.
Sorry, I get the rope. Sorry.
Guys, you didn't say your name since the podcast.
Your vote?
You said red ball.
I said junior senior. It's like, okay, so why are you guys going there? You're just like, oh, my friends like, go to university. Oh my god, I was like, why is it so cool?
think we got a chapter 2 here. No, it's not. You guys are under. No, you guys are under. I'm from Wisconsin. Actually, I like this. We'll find it. I can't remember. Guys, everyone vote for Jill Stein, okay? Encourage everyone to vote Jill Stein. Jill
Is that the live stream?
Hello everybody, just an update. By this time, all of you should be assembled with your respective state, and we're about to get started, so just hang in there.
Hey, you better cut that out. Don't talk about my people like that.
Boss, you're supposed to be in the back right corner.
To my closest friends. Wow. Really meeting the captain. It's a good school. Not like it. No, I like it. Compared to my school, anything is a good school.
No one knows about them. Stop. Seriously. Seriously. Get me an eraser. Now.
You want an eraser?
Give me an eraser.
Is that what it is?
No, give me an eraser. This is good. I just have a pencil. Let me see. I don't care if it's purple. Yeah, I know.
You got that anyway. Yeah, you can. What is Donald Trump?
Good luck. Everyone will see that you switch sides.
Wait, let me see. Wait, Paul, come here. I want to see it. I just want to see what's in it.
Everyone's gonna vote Jill Stein. I guarantee you, everyone's gonna vote Jill Stein just because. Stop. But you can get rid of this. It's ready.
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, I got one. Where? It's your home. You have it on the counter.
You guys? Sorry, go ahead.
I wanted to get a butterfly knife. Yeah, except they're illegal in New Jersey, like a butterfly knife. So my dad says no because he doesn't want them to know. Some people, like some people carry on like an airsoft gun. They can't feel like
Are you guys doing the last one?
what? Oh yeah.
Oh, really?
I can wear a Batman mask. That's why I went there. I'm gonna get a visor.
At this point, head electors should have handed out all of their ballots. Everyone should be filling out their ballot right now.
I don't know what to do. Guys, give me your pencil again. Give me your pencil. Give me your pencil. Give it to me. No, seriously. No, give me the pencil. I need the pencil.
Good morning, guys. I'm just gonna give you all a second to quiet down. So, welcome to New Jersey Region Fall One Day 2016. Let's make some noise. Just a few logistical things before the conference really gets started. One is the JSA app. So all of you, if you manage to come up here, you have or you're registered with the JSA app. So that means you have the app downloaded, and with the email that you registered, you should have gotten an email from Double Dutch saying that, like, confirming your entrance into the app. So once you have that confirmation and you type in your password, you should be set for the JSA app. The agenda is all on the JSA app, so it's really non-negotiable. You kind of have to have it. And another thing that we want to go over real quickly is the health hotline that Laura and I will be on throughout the day, and the numbers were in throughout just about every single room. So if you ever need anything, maybe you miss anything that needs to be fixed, just call it and we'll answer it promptly. So another formal hello. I know there's a lot of you, and welcome to our region's largest conference in its own history. Aside from being here due to our love for JSA, I'd like to divide your attention to this year's theme, Election 2016, Beyond the Ballot Box. While some of you may be thoroughly disgusted by this election cycle, and others completely compelled, we can all agree that this election especially has been one of the most unconventional in American history. What makes the scenario even more remarkable is that we're expected to have the highest voter turnout of all time. And whether it be in support or in opposition, more Americans are expressing what they think is best for America. More Americans are thinking about the issues that matter the most. And more Americans are hoping that the state of our union stays intact for their posterity. Being blessed to be part of such a nation that allows us to pursue these actions is what we should all come to appreciate. The liberty to express ideals gives us so much power to individuals just like you and me. And to those bound by limitations when addressing our nation, I encourage you to abandon that amelioration of thought. Your civic engagement stems from something beyond pettiness or humiliation. And this voice represents your determination, your ability to speak and recognize that the issues at stake are no longer insignificant. Instead, these issues seem imminent or infinite, but as citizens, we must be the stimulant. We must prove that these issues are legitimate and that only with actions can we solve such predicaments. Don't default to social imprisonment. Recognize that our political participation will affect future generations. The issues you debate, the issues you listen to, the issues you speculate now and here are the ones that will shape the world and its population. This election is beyond the ballot box. It is a relinquishment of old thoughts and an establishment of new creation. Thank you.
Good morning, New Jersey Region. My name is Laura Boyajian, and I currently serve as the New Jersey Region Vice Mayor. I am so excited to see you all here today at the first JSA Conference of the year. Fall One Day was the very first JSA event that I ever attended, and I can say without a doubt that it is the reason I have become so invested in the organization today. There is nothing more liberating than being surrounded by hundreds of politically active, like-minded peers like yourselves. The exciting debate atmosphere, coupled with interactive activities planned throughout the day, are what truly made me fall in love with JSA. From meeting people all throughout New Jersey to discussing current events with politicians, there is no better way to fully experience everything that JSA represents. There are two things that I would like to ask of you today. First, get involved. I urge each and every one of you to challenge yourself today to try something new. Ask questions, speak up, and make your voice heard. The only way to make the most of your time here today is to participate to the fullest extent. Second, respect one another. Amidst this heated election, young people should serve as an example to our current politicians by debating real issues in respectful discourse. I hope that by the end of the day, you will feel as empowered as I first did to get involved and find your voice. In an effort to allow all members within the Mid-Atlantic state to experience events like these, I would also encourage you all to participate in some of our fundraisers today that raise money for our state scholarship fund. So we have a lot of different fundraisers going on. If you go downstairs, we have the fundraising table, and we have a lot of bake sales, a lot of baked goods that you can buy. We also have a Pie the CIA contest. So each chapter internal affair agent has a jar set up, and if you donate any loose change, the CIA with the most money at the end of the day will get pie during closing session, which is always a highlight of the conference. We also have something called food vouchers. So if you eat at either Massimo's, Princeton Pie, or Fruity Yogurt at any point throughout the day, especially at lunch, 10% of your purchase will be donated to our scholarship fund as long as you show the voucher, which you can find in your app, and it will also be given out outside the restaurant. Another thing I'd like to quickly talk about is the Mid-Atlantic State Liberty. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with this, but this is a newsletter that we've been working really hard on, and it includes some articles about political issues and current events that are going on. We have worked really hard to get a special issue for October, specifically for Fall One Day, and you can find it. We'll be giving out flyers throughout the day that have the QR code for it, and you can also find it in your app. So definitely read that up and like the page on the MAS Liberty Facebook page, and you can look there. And now, okay, now I'd like to introduce you all to our Mid-Atlantic State Governor, Rohan Marwaha.
Hello everyone, my name is Rohan. For those of you who don't know me, I am the Governor and I'm the state of America, and I am honored and humbled to be able to share my final Fall One Day with all of you. Fall One Day always held a very special place in my heart. It was my very first We are so happy to have this kid right here. So if you guys have to stick around, maybe have a conversation to be the great guy as well.
Thanks for welcome, everybody. It's really very, very long to say three things on all of this. So the first one is my first JSA event as CEO. This is my first one day, and I'm very thrilled to be on home stage. The second thing I want to say is I work for you. And so if you have thoughts and ideas on how we can be better employees with you, if you have thoughts on how we can be a better resource, I would love to hear about it. We've got great national values, we've got great education, please pass information, ideas, the third thing I want to say is I'm sorry. Unfortunately, the state of our political culture this year is really trouble, and that's on my generation and the generation before. You're going to inherit what we try hard to make the best of, and there's a lot of work to do to get us to the culture of political culture in a healthy state, moving forward, innovative, new ideas, new energy, new prospects. So it's really good to do today. Exactly what you do, exactly what you want to do. Learn from school as well, learn from our mistakes, and help us in our old age. Thanks for coming up. And I look forward to being here today. Please stop me, say hello to me, comment on me,
God bless you.
Ariel was the one that shared with her. I left. Yeah.
Yeah, that was right.
Is there somehow a way to sign up for the actual people? Otherwise, I'm going to spend 10 minutes. You're going to send me an email password reset. I'm finding out the answers to my list of 30 questions.
Alright, can you guys
Yeah.
just 1 second, so we're gonna do it, and then the mock election, and then we'll move on to
This just takes me to that. That's not. And they didn't give me an agenda.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to do anything?
Excuse me, everyone. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Roshan Shelley. I am your New Jersey Region Director of Public Relations. It is my distinct honor and pleasure to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mr. Larry Berlinski. Mr. Berlinski is running for U.S. Congress in New Jersey's 3rd District, currently works at a nuclear power plant, and is a proud veteran. A true family man, he currently resides in Ocean County with his wife and 2 children. Politically, he plans to protect American freedoms and liberties by putting this nation first. As a member of the Constitution Party, some of his policies include securing U.S. borders, bringing jobs back to the United States, and controlling our national debt. As a veteran, Mr. Berlinski has served within the U.S. Navy's submarine service. So without further ado, please help me welcome family man, congressional candidate, and veteran, Larry Berlinski. Give him a big hand.
Morning. I'm a little nervous. Big crowd. First, I'd like to thank the JSA and the members for inviting me here today. It's a great honor. But who am I? Well, thank you for the great introduction. But I'm just a kid that grew up in Linden, New Jersey, not too far from here, maybe about an hour. After that, I went to Seton Hall University, graduated Bachelor of Arts in Political Science. I warn you that if you expect to make any money after college, political science is probably not the best route to go. After graduating, I enlisted in the United States Navy. I served for a total of 6 years, 2 of which I spent learning how to operate and maintain the electrical portions of a nuclear reactor. For the remainder of that time, I served 4 years on the USS Nebraska, ballistic missile submarine. They told me to join the Navy and see the world. And I forgot to remember that 70% of the world is water. After the Navy, I moved to the Jersey Shore. I translated my nuclear training into civilian life, working at the country's oldest operating nuclear power plant. Since then, I've also gotten married. My wife, Tina, 2 wonderful children. They certainly keep me on my toes. I've been interested in politics for a very long time. Even while I was in high school, I would root for one politician over another. And I think even before I started my studies at Seton Hall, I felt that doing something beyond voting every 4 years was important. I think that's why I got involved originally in the College of Public Health. Hope this is a little crap. So what can I do, one might ask myself? The only person on a national scale that I can vote for is my representative in Congress. And even then, you can't really trust them to do what you want. They're either in the pockets of some lobbyist or some special interest group. I don't have enough money personally to make them sit up and take notice of me. Who the heck am I? A lot of doom and gloom. Well, the truth is there really isn't a lot you can do on a national scale. But that's by design. What do you mean that's by design? It doesn't seem right. There must be some kind of mistake. You mean that by design we're not supposed to have a lot of say in national government? Well, it's true. But the flaw isn't in the design in the government that's laid out in the Constitution. The flaw is in its execution. The federal government isn't supposed to have a lot of power. The Congress isn't supposed to get things done. It's supposed to be slow. It's supposed to be limited. If one were to read the Constitution of the United States, which is very short and pretty easy to read, I'm sure it is, one would find that in Article 1, Section 8, there's a list of things. And it's a list of things that Congress can do, powers that we the people gave it. And when you take that in context with what became the 10th Amendment, it's the only thing that the Congress can do. Everything else is reserved for the states, for the people. The idea was the government, its exercise, and its execution should be closer to the people. Everyone knows that there's a horizontal separation of powers. You've heard of the judiciary, the legislative, and the executive branches, but there's also a vertical separation of power. Federal, state, and local. It's much easier for me to go to Trenton from here to complain to my representatives, or even better, to go to my local town hall, than it is for you to go all the way to Washington, D.C. I see many of you from states from far away. I'm not planning to get back. How easy is it for you guys to get to Washington, D.C.? Or even Alaska or Hawaii? I'd like to tell you a little story. And while there's some debate as to its historical accuracy, it's still a great parable. Perhaps you've heard of Davy Crockett. Well, before he became the king of the wild frontier, and before he died in Alabama, he was one of the first representatives to the state of Tennessee to the U.S. House of Representatives. And when he went back to visit his constituents, he encountered one that was very upset because he didn't vote. Davy Crockett. And Mr. Crockett inquired as to what he said was what he did to use his constituents' vote. I'm going to read this just to make sure I get it right. The man replied, "You gave a vote last winter which shows that either you have not the capacity to understand the Constitution or that you are wanting in the honesty and the firmness to be guided by it. The Constitution, to be worth anything, must be held sacred and rigidly observed in all of its provisions. I take the papers from Washington and read very carefully all the proceedings of Congress. My papers say that last winter, you voted for a bill to appropriate $20,000 for the sufferers by fire. Remember, this is the early 1800s. $20,000 is a lot more than it is today. Well, Colonel, where do you find in the Constitution any authority to give away public money in charity? No, Colonel. Congress has no right to give charity. Individual members may give as much of their own money as they please, but they have no right to touch a dollar of public money for that purpose. The people have delegated to Congress, by the Constitution, the power to do certain things. And to do these things, it is authorized to collect and pay monies for nothing else. Everything beyond this is usurpation and violation of the Constitution. You have violated the Constitution in what I consider to be the vital point. It is a precedent fraught with danger to the country, and when Congress once begins to stretch its power beyond the limits of the Constitution, there is no limit to it, and no security for the people. Upon returning to Washington, there was another vote regarding the giving of public funds to charity. Davy Crockett proposed that instead of voting for public funds, that he would give a week's salary if his fellow congressmen would also do the same. And of course, not a single one did. Although they were all very wealthy men who got nothing for spending a week's salary for wine parties that could serve as waits. And I tell this story for two reasons. One, it is a reminder that the federal government is not supposed to do certain things. It's not that we the people don't care about the victims of natural disasters, but it's up to us to give our time, our talent, and our possessions, not wait for the government to do it. And two, it demonstrates the power of conversation. Don't talk about people, talk to people. As I said earlier, I've always been interested in politics. I would talk to family members around the dinner table, in these parties. And we'd have some heated debates and arguments, but most of the time, not much of a difference of opinion. Just it got loud when we agreed with each other as men. An important part of that is it reinforced what I believe. It taught me how to speak to different groups of people at different levels so that they can understand what I was saying, help me refine what I believed and what I held true. But there was a key element missing. There was no challenge. There was no check on what I thought or what I believed. And as Socrates said, the unexamined life is not worth living. We might have felt good to sit around a table and agree with ourselves, but what does that really accomplish? It's important to challenge your way forward. Because you might find out you're right. And now you have a preferred platform on which to stand. More importantly, you might find out you're wrong. You might have to change your point of view. Which can shake you to your core. Because then you have to look at everything else that you can challenge yourself. It's a scary thing. And that kind of sort of brings me back around to how I got here today. How did I become not only a member of the Constitution Party, but the chairman and a candidate for federal office? Well, as I said earlier, I was a member of the College Republicans, and that was in the early 90s. It was a good time to be a Republican. Growing up as a child in the 80s, Ronald Reagan, hot off the heels of bad economic times in the 1970s, hostage crises in the late 70s, and the preview of what was to become world terrorism. We felt good to be Americans. And we knew that if we just dug in, kept our heads down and pushed, to borrow a current phrase, we can make America great. But in the 90s, we had lost the presidency. And Newt Gingrich had led the charge to have the first Republican Congress in over 40 years. And he, whether or not you agree with his policies, made the case for the loyal opposition to the president. There was a distinct difference between the policies of Bill Clinton and the policies of the Republican Party. And once again, being a Republican meant being a conservative. But then, year 2000, we got President Bush the Younger. He created more federal spending, more federal programs. He created the Patriot Act, which is the most egregious violation of your Fourth Amendment rights I have ever seen. But that's okay, right? It's only one president. Maybe it was a mistake. And then came 2008. President Obama. Seemed like an easy target for Republicans in the Senate. There were questions as to whether or not he was a citizen. There were the links to homegrown terrorists such as Bill Ayers. And of course, there were the speeches and sermons of Reverend Wright, who said not God bless America, but God damn America. Easy target. But who did we nominate as the Republican nominee? John McCain, and though I honor his service, important service. 2012, once again, President Obama hot on the heels of the Affordable Care Act, which was elected in and voted in, signed into law, amidst heavy protests, peaceful protests, but heavy nonetheless. Easy target. He was the Republican Party nominee. Mitt Romney, for Obama. What the heck was going on with the Republican Party? I thought they were supposed to be conservative. I thought they were supposed to be conservative. So I started digging. I learned some things. I learned some things about what the Republican Party favored, or when he ran for president in 1980, and all throughout the 80s and his presidency. Well, somehow I found out where the next meeting was, and I attended. And after several meetings, they saw how passionate I was. Eventually, they asked me to be its chairman. And after telling people for many weeks that it was time for me to put my money where my mouth was, I ran for office. And now is a great time to be in an alternative party. On one hand, you have the Republicans who have Donald Trump as their nominee, and many are not happy with him for many understandable reasons. So you have the pro-Cruz, anti-Trump, never Trump, never Hillary crowd in the Republican Party versus the I can only vote for Trump because you don't want Hillary. So on the Democrat side, you have Bernie Sanders versus the Hillary Clinton crowd. And you like Bernie Sanders, it's great, but you're never Hillary because she's awful. But you also kind of feel like you can't vote for Trump because he's awful too. So where do you go? Where do these people go? Try as they might, they couldn't make change within their own party. Now is the time for this third party to rise. So what can you do beyond the ballot box? You can be part of the never Republican, never Democrat. Join alternative parties, make some noise, let people know you're there. You ever heard of the Constitution Party? You have now. What the heck do you think I'm doing here? Third party because they can't win. Well, of course they can't win if you don't vote for them. It's circular logic. So to those who say, well, it's a two-party system, I say they're wrong. I say it's a Republican-Democrat system. In Massachusetts, Republicans shouldn't have a chance. But it's Republicans and Democrats in Massachusetts. It's not Democrats versus the Green Party. Or in Utah, Democrats shouldn't have a chance there either. But there, instead of Republicans and Democrats, or instead of Republicans versus the Constitution, it's Republicans and Democrats. So let's just take this a step further. Let's say in a two-party system in Massachusetts, it's the Democrats versus the Greens, and in Utah, the Republicans versus the Constitution. So you have four parties in the United States Congress, and that changes the ballgame, folks. That's a big change, and that's what you can do. It is vital that we take back our power as citizens from the government. We created the government, therefore we are superior to it. Every 4 years. Not about one for your representative in Congress every 2. It's about exercising your rights daily and without shame. There are 5 rights enumerated in the First Amendment. Without cheating, how many of you can name all 5? And if you can't, and you don't know your rights, how do you know if you've already lost them? Goes beyond the ballot box. Get out there and do something. Thank you very much.
So I would like to take a moment and thank Mr. Bernstein for coming up here and speaking to all of us today and give us an insight on something that we usually aren't exposed to on a day-to-day basis when you're talking about politics. So everyone, can we just quiet down for a second? And so, thank you.